Hello, Good Made Squad, and welcome back to my channel. So I didn't record an intro to this, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So first step here, I'm using my translucent powder to soak up the oils on my eyelids since I have oily eyelids, and I don't want my eyeshadow to crease throughout the day. And then after that, I'm applying my eyeshadow base. Make sure you smooth that really well into your skin, giving yourself an even, smooth canvas to begin applying your eyeshadows. After applying your eyeshadow base, your eyeshadow primer, you want to go ahead and set that with some type of powder. So I'm just using a vanilla eyeshadow right here. And that just, again, makes sure everything locks in place and doesn't move, soaks up any additional oil, and just kind of sets that eyeshadow base in place so that you don't have any creasing throughout the day. So we're going in with our transition color, which you already know is my favorite one, which is caramel. And we're just going to use a windshield wiper motion and apply that into the crease area. Okay, so I have no idea why I keep holding these eyeshadows so long in front of the camera, but please forgive me. So now we're going in with our actual crease color, and this is from the Elements, the Mavens palette, which is like a dark brown. It's a beautiful chocolate brown. And even though it's a shimmer color, it still blends really well into the crease area. So I don't have any issues with it. Also, like I told you, I have the oily eyelids, and it being a shimmer eyeshadow, I still don't have any problems with creasing. Because sometimes when you have oily eyelids, or if you have a lot of wrinkles in your eyelids, shimmer powders tend to kind of settle into the crease area. But I don't have any problems with this eyeshadow doing that. Okay, and now it's time to cut that crease. Cut it, cut it, cut it. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so we're just cutting the crease right here. So you just want to use, I'm using concealer here. I'm using the Sculpt Series in Ice, the lightest shade in that palette. And I'm just mapping out where I want my crease to cut at. You can go higher if you would like up on your eye. You can also go lower on your eyelid. It's whatever look you're going for or whatever complements your eye shape. So just kind of play around with doing different cut crease techniques to determine which shapes you prefer. So that way you know where you're going once you start using the concealer. Okay, and once we have that set in place, we're going to go ahead and apply the eyeshadows. So we're using 3 colors today. So first we're using this yellow-based eyeshadow, which is Heat Wave. And then after that's applied, we're going in with the second color, which is Hot, Hot, Hot. I really like this shade. It's like in the coral kind of orangey reddish family, and again it has a little slight shimmer to it, but I haven't had any issues with using it to blend in. It doesn't settle to my any creases or anything on my eyelids. I really love this color. And then I'm just gonna blend using just a clean brush, just kind of blend those two colors together, so that way they just make a smooth transition and blend as you're moving through the 3 colors. And then our final eyeshadow color is going to be Combat, which is a green eyeshadow. And you're just going to apply that to the outer parts of the eye. Up next, you want to go ahead and grab that same concealer that you used to cut your crease, and we're going to do a second cutting. Okay, so we're going to go to the outer parts of the eye, and we're going to follow that first shape that we used to cut, and then we're going to come below that and then cut it again. So basically, we're doing like a pizza wedge. Think of making a pizza wedge on your face. Nah, I don't want pizza, but anyway, we're just using the pizza wedge shape. And we're using the concealer to create that on the eyelid. Okay, since our eyes are done, we're going to go ahead and move on to the face. So right here, I'm applying my face primer, which is the Perfection Complexion primer, and just smoothing that all over my face. Make sure you get it in really nicely. And then I'm going to go ahead and do some color correction. So I'm using a concealer that I blended for myself, and it has, of course, a reddish kind of peachy tint to it. And I'm just going to apply that directly into the areas that I want to cover. And looking back at this video, I missed one spot. I'm not sure how I didn't catch that when I was first doing this. And I keep staring at it and I'm just like, why do you keep missing that one spot? But anyway, once you apply that, you want to go ahead and use a damp beauty sponge or blender and just blend the concealer into your face. And I forgot to spray the sponge with my setting spray when I first did my under eye area, so I did it for the face area. And then using the setting spray, just kind of make sure that color corrector stays on your face. You don't want it moving. You don't want it mixing in with your foundation and turning a different shade. So that's why I did that there. And then I went ahead and set it with my setting spray. And while that's kind of just marinating and doing all kinds of things to my face, I'm going to go ahead and apply my eyeliner. So we're just using a wing shaped here, and I'm using the Precision liner in Jet Black. And this is like a felt tip liner, and it's really great. I've used it before in my other videos, but it's really great to do graphic liners or when you're on the go and you don't feel like bothering with the gel and the brush and all that other stuff. It just makes it so simple. And if you notice, there is glitter on my eye. I didn't include this in the tutorial, but I used a glitter pen and I cut the rest of the crease in the front half. And so now I am applying my Custom Blend Liquid Foundation. And you want to use a stippling motion because we did use that corrective color. And if you do a buffing circular motion, you're just going to move all that corrector all over your face. It's going to blend in with your foundation and it's going to turn in a different shade. You're going to have the orangey tint to it. Or let's say you use the green color corrector, it's going to make green. So just use a stippling motion that keeps everything in place, and the foundation will just place itself to kind of cover over that color corrector. And just make sure you really take the time to stipple and blend in your foundation, and that's going to eliminate any creasing or any issues you have later on throughout the day. And now I'm concealing my under eye, and again, I am using a Custom Blend concealer that I made for myself. I'm just using a brush to apply that, and then afterwards I'm going to blend it out with a damp beauty blender. And of course, once you use a liquid, or a cream, you always want to set that with a powder. So I'm going in using my translucent powder to set my under eye area. And then also, because I have oily skin, I'm going to go ahead and use that translucent powder and put it directly on my oily areas, and then use a brush to kind of brush it all over my face. And then I usually don't contour, but I'm being extra today, so I'm doing like a slight contour using this 3-in-1 highlight and contour kit. And I'm using the darkest shade, and I'm just applying that into my normal areas that I like to contour. And then after that, I'm going to go in with my blush, and I'm using Audacious here. And I'm just going to apply that to apples of my cheek and then kind of blend that in with the contour I just applied. Okay, and here's my favorite lip balm. This is the 40 FY lip treatment. I just love this stuff. I mean, my daughter loves it. She steals it from me all the time. I bought her one. I have one for my kid. I mean, look, it just brings such life to my lips. It just brings the pinkness back, the plumpness. Ugh, I just love this stuff. And then here's the infamous Lush Mascara. This is a one-step fiber extension mascara. It just does so much wonder. Like, you cannot see my under eyelash, any of my lashes. And this stuff just makes my eyes pop. And normally I didn't even use mascara before until I got this stuff, and now I use it every day for my under eyelashes. So I applied my eyebrows and my lashes off camera. Please excuse my glue. I know I still look good though. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the video is on its way to you. Till next time, bye.